I'm Garrett. After 2 years of solo sailing the South Pacific on my tiny 27-footer, I've upgraded this 40-foot monohull, which in this video I'll be taking on a 700-mile voyage to New Caledonia towards Australia west of Fiji.
Okay, right now we are headed to Vanuatu from the west of Fiji, where I've been for a little too long. Should be about 4 days total. It's 450 miles to Tanna Island. I think once we're there, we're gonna hike this really cool active volcano that's especially active at the moment. So I'm excited to be back out at sea. We're headed out the pass now, and we're just passing Cloudbreak on the left. So the wind is going to switch, hopefully, from behind the boat. Right now it is directly on the nose. It's not supposed to be like that, but it's a nice evening. I think it should be a fairly reasonable first trip on this boat. There's a warning for a lightning storm on the forecast. I have two people with me on the boat, Nina, who's been here for a little while, and Jonathan, who came yesterday. I'm taking so many people, or more people, because I don't necessarily trust this autopilot yet, and I don't want to hand steer all the way to anywhere by myself. Plus it's just fun to have people on board. Last time I went through this pass, it was on Hooligan with no engine and a ripped sail. The chart plotter's been acting up, so I don't expect it to work, but that's fine. I can just use my phone, iPad. It's a tad bit rolly because there's no wind yet, but not a cloud in the sky. Super nice evening. Nina's first offshore passage. Jonathan is burnt to a crisp from the sun today.
It is 4 something a.m. I've been up most of the night just because it's been rolly as heck, and I don't exactly have full confidence in the crew yet because they're both greenies. So it's basically solo sailing with company, and I think I can put more sail up in the morning, which should stabilize the boat a little bit, but yeah, it's a nice night. We got the Geno out this morning, and the little ring that holds the sheets onto the sail completely ripped off, so we're gonna have to take the sail down completely and probably not fix it until we get to New Caledonia. The clew was so high up that I couldn't tie a knot around it, which is why we ended up getting it down. It's a bit of an awkward situation, but the sea state wasn't too bad, so all we did was turn into the wind, drop the jib halyard, and I tried to go up to the front and drag it down. We have the head sail down, clumped into this big ball in the galley. It was kind of a show getting it down because somebody tied a knot on it, I think to stop it from clanging on the mast that I didn't notice. So we had to pull it up and down about twice to try to cut that knot off. Finally got it. And I'll probably just have to fix this in Noumea. The sail itself is crinkly and good, so I don't know why the clew would have ripped off like it did. It's very strange, but I think we're going to try to set up the spinnaker now and make some more miles. Stop! Pull it! Pull it fast! Alright, keep going. It is day 2. We got 350 miles left to go. Yeah, we tore the, clew off the head sail this morning. So we got the spinnaker up. Wind just picked up a little bit, so we're doing 5 to 6 knots compared to the 2 to 3 earlier. I also think my spinnaker sail trim wasn't that good, and that could be why. But I lost my second drone the same way I lost the first one, which is taking it off and it just plopped into the water instead of flying. Really don't know why that happened, but anyways, maybe a fish will like it. And hopefully we just keep up this pace for the next 3 days, and then we'll be in Vanuatu. Still a nice day outside. We're all a bit beat up because nobody slept last night, really. It was just super rolly conditions.
And yep, we might have to bail on Vanuatu altogether and head to New Caledonia because we're not going as fast as we thought we would, and I don't want to beat into the wind without a headsail. These videos are incredibly expensive to make. I've wasted so much money on equipment that just randomly breaks, and a lot of it I can't even control. So if you feel like supporting the channel, I've got a Patreon account that I'll link in the description. I'd really appreciate the help to anybody that's willing to sort of pitch in to keep these videos going. It is the afternoon, day number 3. We got the spinnaker down yesterday evening because it got overpowered, and then we got it back up just about an hour ago today. We've not been doing much except for sleep. It's a nice evening again. This might be our last evening of good wind. We have to skip Vanuatu altogether because just how the weather's panning out, it's not going to work. If we go there, I'll get stuck probably in Noumea for the entire cyclone season, which I don't want. So we'll go to Noumea, stock up on fuel, and then pick the next best weather window to Australia. It's been a fairly good trip so far, other than random stuff constantly breaking, like the autopilot shear pins failed today even though I just installed them. So now I've got some dodgy looking screws in there instead. I didn't fly the spinnaker once on Hooligan just because I was scared of getting knocked off the boat solo, but it's quite nice. I think these conditions are about as good as it gets on a sailboat. We're doing 6.5 knots downwind, small seas, and beautiful sunset going on at the moment. Crew have been great so far. Nina doesn't have much sailing experience at all until now. She is going to come and just sail around Fiji with a few other people, but it turns out we're doing passage instead. And then Jonathan was kind of a last minute just because we thought we were going to New Zealand, and I didn't want to take only 2 people down there, me and Nina, so he's along for the ride. We're obviously not going to New Zealand, and New Zealand would have been a bit of a nightmare because the jib would have torn right off the bat and we would have had to turn around into headwinds. So I'm glad we made the decision to do this, and just the conditions out here right now make it worth it. We got a bite this morning on the fishing line. Turns out it took the lure right off. So there goes 30 bucks. I'm gonna put this one in now, see if we have any luck. Day 4 of catching absolutely no fish. We are now motor sailing because it's too heavy, or not heavy, but too windy and too far forward on the boat, wind-wise, to fly the spinnaker, and squally. So we got to make it there in 2 days or less than 2 days. We want to arrive the day after tomorrow morning, so we're just going to gun it until we get within range that we can slow down a bit and sail. But it's kind of a shame the head sail's not operational because this would be fantastic sailing right now, but the main and the staysail just aren't enough to get the boat really going. Day number 5? Day 5. We are less than 24 hours away from Noumea. We've been motoring since last night because we have to make the pass by 7 a.m. or so.
because it's like an 8-hour motor from the pass entrance to Noumea. We don't want to do that at night. So last night was a bit of a strange one. There was a big front slash squall thing that rolled through, gave us 15 to 20 knots of headwinds for about 3 hours. No big deal, engine runs great, and we powered right through it. Looks like there's another one coming up. But this one is behind us, I believe, so should just bring us tailwinds, ideally. But yeah, everything's going well, pretty much. We're just sitting here reading and waiting to make arrival tomorrow. This should be the last night out here. It's starting to get quite a bit squallier all around. I'm gonna put a reef in the mainsail pretty soon. But I can see on the satellite maps that there's quite a big one coming up behind us. So I'm probably not gonna get much sleep tonight, but that's all right. We'll be arriving tomorrow morning at about 5 a.m. We'll wait off until it's light and then enter the pass.
This right now, Jonathan cooked for the first time. Gary does all the work, but now it's dinner time for him too.
We were sailing for a while, but there's a big lightning squall behind us, so we're trying to get away from that as quickly as we can. Now I've got the engine on and both remaining sails up, doing about 7.2 knots. At this rate, which we won't go the whole time, because ideally I'll turn the engine off, we'd be there at about 4 a.m., which works out well. I'm up here doing my watch. It is 10:43 p.m. There's lightning constantly striking behind us, at least for a little while now. Should be all right. We're just gonna keep motoring for about 8 more hours, and then we'll be in Noumea, New Caledonia, new country, so that's exciting. There have definitely been a couple times this trip where I'm glad I'm not sailing on Hooligan. From about 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. to 30 minutes ago this morning was pretty hectic. There was lightning everywhere. The close ones we think were less than 100 meters to the side. It was just light blast, instant, no gap in between, loud as a gunshot. So that was exciting. I guess clearing up nicely now, and we can start to see Noumea just over there. I've never been in a lightning storm like that before, and it showed up very clearly that it happened after the fact on the satellite, but not beforehand, at least not in this area. This pass might be a little bit sketchy. There can be an outbound current of up to 4 knots, which may happen, but because I'm going in at pretty much no wind day, should be all right. If I'm talking a bit funny, it's because I didn't sleep at all last night. And yeah, so far so good. That was exciting. We are going into the pass now. I'm expecting lots of eddies and lots of current, so I'm hand steering. And the pass is only supposed to take about 30 minutes or 20 minutes, so I should be out of it fairly soon. And then by the time we get to the other sketchy section, it'll be an ingoing tide, which is perfect. It's a really nice morning now. It's a cool looking island. It's kind of like North Shore Oahu. very different than Fiji. It's not even remotely similar looking. You got wooded and then wooded in general. We are well through the pass now. There's actually a little bit more current here than there was in the pass. We're only doing about 5.5 knots, but that's all right. It's a cool place. It's very different. Got a long ways to go until we're to the harbor where we get to check in. So, see that? Gotta go right at this corner, up through here, and then another like 13 miles or so all the way to Noumea.
Okay, so we caught a fish.
Oh no, it's a barracuda.
No.
Well, wait, no, is it?
Yeah, you got it.
Sorry, bro. Rough life to be a fish. It's gonna shake.
Yay!
Yep, he's dead.
Yep.
Gosh.
Yeah, good job.
Good job. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, so finally it works like your...
Yeah, the red one. We were just about to give up on fishing, and then a Spanish mackerel bit the line. So now we've got dinner. I think it's around 8 pounds, maybe 7 pounds. Now we're roughly an hour away from the harbor, where we'll pull in tonight to rest up and clear biosecurity and customs and all that. But yeah, this place is really cool from offshore, at least. It's a bizarre looking place. I haven't really seen anything like it. It's kind of what I maybe imagined Portugal would look like or something. But yeah, I'm excited to explore it for the next couple days before ideally catching a weather window to Australia or New Zealand. Don't really care at this point, just somewhere safe. Not only is the water an ominous color, this place actually has one of the highest per capita shark attack rates on the planet. Tiger sharks, bull sharks, and great whites. We're about to approach the harbor in the mooring field now, and we're just waiting for a slip number to approach. And now for my least favorite part of sailing, docking. The different keel and rudder design actually make this boat quite a lot easier to dock than my old boat, but if you hit something, consequences are much worse.
Yeah, from the one in the middle. Lifeline's not so good. Oh, no, other one. You're good. No, he's good. Trust me. Got it. Thank you. Which you cannot do. So.
First things first, after checking into customs, we cut up our little fish and cooked it up for dinner. We have made it to Noumea, New Caledonia. Checked in a few days ago. We've just been resting and enjoying French food and all that, checking in. But it's a cool spot. It's very bizarre because it's French and not French at all at the same time. There's quite a disparity between the local population and the French, but as a tourist, it's a really cool place to be. Overall, it was a good trip to get here. Lots of stuff broke, lost a drone, and the general repair we just got back today, it was outrageously expensive, like almost $500 just to get the clue fixed. So I'm pretty bummed about that. I can't afford too many of these sort of things going on. But anyways, we made it, and that's all that matters. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks to everybody that supports the channel on Patreon and subscribed. It
really the only thing keeping the channel going at this moment. The only way this adventure is going to continue is through your support. So thanks. I'll see you next time.